Hello, welcome back to Play Spire the board game on Tabletop Simulator. I'm once again seeing how the previous showcase did. I wanted to just go through a run and show it what it's like on Tabletop Sim. For those who don't know, Slay the Spire the board game is currently live on Kickstarter. I am backing it myself because I really like Slay the Spire, and so far all the board game adaptations just make so much sense to me, and I've been loving playing it on Tabletop Sim already. So I wanted to show it off. Don't forget, if you want, you can join the Discord. I will put it in the description as well. It is the Contention Games Discord, where we also talk about the board game, and today I wanted to play Silent in solo with not the standard solo rules. So I have solo mode ticked off because I'm gonna try out one of the suggestions that was made in this Discord to make solo play a little bit better, because right now it's a bit too variance heavy. So we're trying out a few things that might actually end up being in the game when it's out. So let's load up Silent, and of course Slay the Spire the board game is based off of Slay the Spire the video game, which is a deck builder, which is in and of itself a board game thingy. So I'm gonna move these tokens down here. This should be 3 gold. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so I am solo. I will get 2 more gold. But instead of kindling, which is in the rulebook, I'm going to search through this and see if this works. No. We're gonna have to find the gambling chip from the relic deck. Here it is. Pull it out, shuffle this. So instead of kindling, we have a gambling chip as a starter relic to help reduce variance a little bit. You get 1 reroll per room and combat instead of a heal for 2. So yeah, this mod is currently publicly available on Tabletop Sim. If you want to try out Slay the Spire board game yourself, try it out. If you like it, be sure to back the Kickstarter and show some love to the amazing developers. And let's get into Act 1. Well, Niao's Blessing first. We gain a card reward. Let's see what we got. Sneaky Strike, Bane, Deadly Poison. Ooh. What does this upgrade to? AoE? Meh. What does this upgrade to? Okay, +1 damage. I like Sneaky Strike. 4 damage for 2? Or 0? I mean, don't get me wrong, Deadly Poison is really good. But just having like a good damage card early on is what we really need. If we look at our path, we have 2 campfires here, and an elite. Like, this path already looks really good. Might be a little bit too loud. There we go. This path is really good. We have 2 campfires to hit for upgrades. Then nothing into an elite shop. Elite maybe a hallway fight and a shop, or shop and a question mark. There is a way for 2 elites, but then there's no campfire, so I don't think that's safe enough to do. We could do campfire elite. Then I'd like double campfire here, so we're probably taking that. So yeah, I think, I mean, I like Deadly Poison too, but I think I'm taking the Sneaky Strike, and I'm using the Blessing to immediately upgrade it. Make the Sneaky Strike as strong as possible. Seems like a good way to start out. Now the first encounter in Act 1 is a so-called first encounter. Slightly easier than the rest of Act 1 to, ease you in. And thankfully on Tabletop Sim there's some nice macros you can use. Also, who's the boss? Guardian, I think it's called. The Guardian, yes. Yeah. So let's get this party going. Start of combat, we shuffle our deck and draw 7. because we are silent. And roll the die. 5. So I'm being attacked for 3 off the bat by this jaw worm. You can see we have the silent here in the boot. I will, let's see. I don't think I will reroll this because we can survivor for 2. Discard a defend. And then neutralize, strike for my remaining 2 energy. I will put my energy to 0 and do 3 damage total to the jaw worm and weaken it. Enemies with weak do 1 less damage, and then that weak token is discarded. Yeah, that will end my turn. So the jaw worm will attack me. The weak will turn the 3 into a 2. I have 2 block, so we full block everything. And the weak token is discarded. Next turn we draw 5. And let's roll, see what he does. 2. So he's going to block for 2 and gain a strength. Thankfully, this combat's already over as we have my upgraded sneaky strike and a normal strike to do the remaining 5 HP of damage. So there we go. No damage taken in the first combat. Let's get our rewards. 1 gold, a potion, a skill potion. The next skill you play this turn is play twice. That's potentially useful. And a card reward. The other deadly poison? Ooh, heel hook. Ooh, acrobatics. Okay. So what I know is these blue borders are uncommon. There's only 1 of each. And the white border is common. There's 2 of each in the reward deck. Acrobatics is really good with sneaky strike. But heel hook is free. I don't have great. I only have 1 source of weaken right now. Dash, 2 block, 2 damage. You may switch rows with another player. So this is part of the co-op element. The board game is mainly a co-op game, up to 4 players. And part of the idea is that all enemies attack. There's multiple rows. And each character is being attacked by different enemies. So swapping rows might actually save your friend. You know, if I'm blocking for 2 anyway, then I might swap into a row which is doing a lot of attacks to save my friend and stuff. And you can give each other block, you can help each other out. It's a lot of fun to co-op this game. 2-2, does that upgrade well? 3-3. I like 3-3. That's really nice. 2-2 for 2 energy is a bit meh. Acrobatics is always good. Especially I already have sneaky strike, so I might just take acrobatics and be safe about it. With 10 cards in deck, there's a high chance I draw sneaky strike and I get 4 damage for free. So it's hard to it's 13 cards. It's hard to go against acrobatics, but I like dash as well. I'm getting 2 campfires, so I could probably upgrade the dash or the neutralize. Although upgraded neutralize doesn't give 2 weak, it only gives 1. So, and survivor's probably 3 block of upgraded. So I'm just gonna play safe and take the acrobatics. It's the boring option, but whatever. Yeah, I already decided on these 2 campfires. I think that's the best path. So let's take our event card. Upgrade a card. Upgrade 2 random cards, lose 3 HP. Random cards is mostly strikes and defense for me. I think I'll upgrade my acrobatics. It should be 4 cards. Yeah. Make my card draw even better. There we go. Next up, another hallway fight. The gremlins. Ooh, that's a bit spooky. So you have a sneaky gremlin, a gremlin wizard who will charge up and do 3. This symbol is for AoE attacks, which if you're in multiplayer, it would mean it attacks everyone. But you know, I'm alone, so it doesn't matter. All the other units attack in their row. So you know, if there's if there was someone here, they would be attacked by this, and so on and so on. Mad Gremlin, whenever you take damage from a sword or a hit, you gain strength. So not from like defects, orbs, or other damage effects, mainly attacks. Alright, let's see how we do. Let's shuffle our deck and draw 7 because we're silent. Okay, pretty good hand for turn 1. Pretty good, actually. I am missing... ideally, I would have another strike instead of these 3 defense. If I draw my neutralize, then this hand would be pretty good. Because then I can take out the sneaky gremlin and the gremlin wizard. I mean, I could acrobatics off the bat. Yeah. I should roll the die, even though it doesn't matter. Wow, a 3. See? Die only matter. Okay, I think I'm opening acrobatics. Let's see. Acrobatics, sneaky strike. I get my energy back. I have 2 energy left. If I draw survivor... No, if I draw neutralize, I can strike, neutralize, take out the sneaky gremlin, and then survivor for 2, and I take 1 damage. That seems reasonable. And then the next turn I can strike, defend. And then the turn after, I should probably have sneaky strike again to take out him. I think that's reasonable. I could also block for 4, which has the same effect. I still take 1 damage, but then I need to do more damage next turn. So I like the acrobatics plan. If it works out, it didn't. So you know, unlucky, I guess. Let's discard defend. So that costs me 1 energy. I'll play sneaky strike to take you out. And I discarded a card this turn, so I get 2 energy back. So it pays for itself. I could also survivor. Let's see. I could use my potion to not take 3 and take 1 instead. I'm gonna draw neutralize next turn. Yeah, so I'll use this potion. I don't mind taking 3, right? I really don't. I'm just playing survivor. I'll discard a strike. 1 energy left. I could take 2. I'm drawing all of this next turn. It's strike, neutralize. So that's 3 damage. I could take out... No, I definitely need to pre-hit this turn. I'll use my another strike to do 1 damage to this guy. Discard my hand. They're attacking me for 5 total. No funny effects. I have 2 blocks. I'll take 3 damage. Owie. But it means this turn I should be able to get some kills. So yeah, this turn is planning out as I hoped. So I do strike, take out this guy, neutralize, take out this guy. That's 3 energy. And then play 1 defend, 2 energy. And then my final energy is to play defend, gain 1 block. And this mad gremlin only does 1 damage. So I block it. Yeah, we don't care about the dice since there's no die effects yet. And then on this turn I can sneaky strike for 5 damage and take him out. Very good. So we did end up taking 3 damage. Gremlins have the tendency to do that. We gain a gold, a potion. Draw 5 cards, gain 2 days. Dazes go on top of your deck and they are ethereal. So then after 1 turn of being in your hand, they go away. And a card reward. Well-laid plans. Ooh. Cloak and dagger. Backflip. Ooh. Ooh. I mean, it's gotta be well-laid plans, right? Right? I mean, there's not a great synergy for it yet, but it's well-laid plans. This is 1 block, 1 damage. This 1 block, draw 2. How does this upgrade? 2 cards. That makes sense. Yeah, it's gotta be well-laid plans. These plans don't lay themselves, you know. Or do they? Alright. I could also heal at the campfire, but I'm more inclined to upgrade Survivor. I'm assuming this is only 1 damage. Yeah, that's whatever. I could heal for 3, which is kind of safe. I should probably upgrade and look at and maybe do another hallway fight, and then see what we get. Or I should heal, upgrade, hallway fight, upgrade, or just upgrade well-laid plans, like, or defend, or strike. How much is Survivor? 3. Actually, I like that as well. Let's upgrade Survivor. It's better. Did I upgrade well-laid plans? Because, okay, no I didn't. Because I'm not allowed. 1 upgrade per campfire. Don't go crazy. Let's go hallway fight. Alright, see, this is the normal jaw worm. Let's draw 7 again. Oh, that's a hand. We have to roll for him. 4. 4 damage to my face. Painful. We'll play neutralize and immediately make that 3 damage. Don't mind if I do. I probably need to draw my Survivor. So I'm down to play acrobatics for 1 energy. Draw 4. Perfect. Actually perfect. Discard a defend. I will play Sneaky Strike because I discarded a turn. I spent 2 energy and then I gained 2 energy to do 4 damage. Sneaky Strike is just useful early. I will then play Survivor to discard a defend, I think. And gain 3 block, and I will play my well-laid plans for my final energy. And I will end my turn, and I will probably. I don't think I can do 5 damage next turn, so I'm retaining my defend. With well-laid plans, I can keep a card in my hand instead of discarding everything. I keep 1 in my hand, and that's my turn. So it will attack for 4. -1 is 3. I have 3 blocks, so we don't take any damage. And there's the next turn. You draw 5. If you can't draw more, you shuffle your discard in your draw. And roll the die. 6? 6. So it's defending this turn. For 2 block and a strength. Do I like that? I like that. Next turn I can do a lot of more damage. So I'm just gonna strike for 2 energy. Bring his HP to 3. I could play a defend also. Yeah, might as well. There's no reason. There you go. And then retain 1 defend with well-laid plans. You know, this also thins out my deck. So I can draw what I want, which is Sneaky Strike. So he will gain, or it, I'm not assuming, it will gain 5 block. 2 block and the strength. So now all the attacks do 1 more damage. And we have a new turn. So reset energy, reset block, draw 5. There we go. Roll the die. 3. So it's gonna do 4. It's at effectively 5 health with the 3 HP and 2 block. Thankfully, Sneaky Strike is 5 damage, so that will take out the Jawworm completely. Pretty good fight so far. We fix our entire deck, and we got rewards, which is a gold piece. I am at 8 gold? 8 gold. Good. And I get a card reward. 1, 2, nah. 3. I like infinite blades. Fletchette is funny with acrobatics. One damage for each skill in your hand. That's a multi-hit. That works with Envenom. If you're wondering about the rare deck, there's 2 ways you can get rare cards generally. You get them from the Act 1 and 2 boss. Then you flip over 3 rares. And there are 2 or 3 golden tickets in the reward deck, which mean you cannot put the golden tickets in your deck, but instead you draw a rare card from the rare deck, and then it's offered as a card reward. But yeah, for me this is between Infinite Blades and Fletchette. How does this upgrade? Is it 2? +1. Okay, not 2. 2 would be really good, but 1 more hit is meh. And Infinite Blades is 2 shivs. I like that a lot. So we're taking Infinite Blades. Looking maybe towards some shift synergies, maybe. Yeah, let's move on. Put them away. And yeah, we're gonna upgrade that Infinite Blades right away. That's just 2 free damage a turn. So shivs are these shift tokens here. They are 1 damage attacks that cost 0. And you just, when you gain them, you put them on your, wherever you want. I like to put them on my portrait here. I like to put my tokens here. And you can use it whenever. There's only 5 shift tokens, so you can only hold 5 shifts at a time. And if you gain more, you should just toss a shiv and then gain more. There's no reason to waste those. So yeah, we'll make our deck is a little bit stronger once again. We hopefully have enough to kill the elite now. We probably do. So let's move on. We gain a relic. Omamori. You cannot gain curses. Let's reorganize this a bit. No curses, so we can take the more risky event options now with Omamori. That's fun. Speaking of events, we're heading into an event. One with a curse? No, it is the Wheel of Change. Roll the die, each player rolls separately. So the funny thing about a gambling chip, it says once per room. So that also counts for the Wheel of Change. But first let's see what we roll. Yeet it across the table, we rolled a 4. What is a 4? Gain a relic. I'll take it. Yoink. Ninja Scroll. Once per combat. I can do 2 swords of damage. Deal each hit as a separate 0 cost attack. So it's not taking up shift space. And it synergizes with Finisher, I think. And other 0 cost synergy that a defect might have. Or, yeah, something to... Probably just Finisher, let's be real. Okay, so we just get 2 damage once a combat. Might be helpful. Let's go to the elite. And pull out the elite. It's sentries. Ruh-roh. So you see they put dazes in my deck, like the actual sentries. And the elites are stronger enemies that give you relics. Elite generally... There's 3 elites in every act. And they generally, like in Slay the Spire, I mean, they're the same elites. They all of them test a little different thing of your deck. Sentries, like how well do you deal with dazes and AoE? And then, Gremlin Knob is how well does your damage hand do? And Lagavulin's like how well do you do in a longer fight? So yeah, let's see if we have a different one for that. This maybe? No. No. Where is elite? This one. There we go. That's better. 7, because we're silent. And let's roll the die. 3. So I'm being attacked for 5? Sheesh. I'm being attacked for 5. That's painful. That is very painful. I have 3 energy, 6 HP. Let's see, being attacked for 5 and a day. I could reroll this. Maybe turn it into only 3. I would have to choose before playing cards. How much can I block? I can aggro and maybe get Survivor or Sneaky Strike. Then I can block for... Then I can full block this turn. So we're gonna keep it on this die. You will have to face it anyway at some point. So let's open with Acrobatics. Draw 4. Discard a card. We're discarding a strike. I can block for... I can still full block. Just no Sneaky Strike. Yeah. Let's neutralize this one. So they only do 4 damage combined. Then let's play Survivor. Discard a strike. Get 3 block. Yep, 3 block. And gain 1 more block with my final defend. And we have 4 block. I will discard my well-laid plans, unfortunately. But that will have to do. Does mean I don't have any synergy for Sneaky Strike next turn. Yeah. Huh. That's a good point. I don't have discards anymore. Okay. We'll see how that goes. So yeah, it's their turn. This one does 2 damage, loses the weak token. This one also does 2. This one puts a daze in my deck. So that this goes on top, so I immediately will draw it. Like this. Let's see what we roll. 5. Alright, that's the roll I wanted. Because I cannot block for 5 this turn. Okay. I think I'm just taking 3. That kinda hurts. Yeah. I think I'm just taking 3. I'm 1 damage off with Ninja Scroll, because this is 2 damage, and this is 5, so I have 7. He's at 8 HP. So maybe I should have hit something else, just in case, but what I can do is play Sneaky Strike, and hit it for 4, from 7 to 3. And then play my Infinite Blades and get my damage rolling. Which is probably the best thing to do here. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to take some damage. And then heal at the next Campfire. Yep. Alright, so this exhausts back to the deck it came from. I do not have blocks. I'm taking 1, 2, 3 damage. Ouch. But hopefully I'm able to... oh, and I get 2 dazes in my deck. Very important, so... Very important that I don't forget the 2 dazes. Oosh, yeesh. Alright, let's roll this die again. 2. I think... Is this a reroll? No, it's not. I'll keep the 2. I don't mind the 2. So start of my turn, I gain 2 shivs. 1, 2. I have 2 shivs. So I'm thinking about throwing my Ninja Scroll on this sentry. Yeah, actually, let's do it. So I use my 2 shivs and the Ninja Scroll to do 3 damage to this sentry. And because each of these is a separate attack, I can throw the excess damage to this sentry. So now I'm only being attacked for 2. And what I haven't found this in the rules, but what I like to do is flip it over once I used it for the combat. So I know, like, yeah. So I'm sure that I'm not using it more than once. Alright, so let's use Acro. Draw 4. Okay, discard a card. I mean, I'm gonna block. Well, I can neutralize, so I can discard a defend. I will neutralize this sentry. Like so. And that means I only have to play 1 defend. And I can play a strike to start chipping away at this sentry over here. There we go. Discard this. This exhausts to the Daze deck. it will immediately put another daze in my deck, and this will attack for 1, which I block. And on to the next turn. Okay, that's might be good. I rolled a 1. I gain 2 shivs because of Infinite Blades. Infinite Blades is doing work. Which means, oh, well, I have to play Survivor, so I might as well kill this one. Yeah. So I play Survivor. I discard this Daze. I gain 3 block. I play Sneaky Strike, do 4 damage to this. I lose 2 energy, but I discarded a card, so I gain 2 energy. And then I will strike, and take this one out. I'll hold the shifts for next turn, because why not? So that sentry is taking out. And I end my turn. I have 3 blocks, so I full block the 2 damage, and we're all Gucci to go. Next turn. Roll the die. Another 1. Do I mind? I have only defense, I don't mind. I gain 2 shivs. So I can start chucking out some damage. I'm being attacked for 2. Do I have enough damage? I have 5 damage. I don't, so I will just defend for 2 block. And then I will strike for 1 more and throw out all 4 of my shivs for 5 damage total. Pop, pop, pop to 2. And, you know, and then I end my turn. It attacks me for 2, I block it, and then the 2 shifts from Infinite Blades at the start of my turn will be enough to finish it off. So there we go. I did take 3 damage, but it's an elite. Elites have risk reward built into them, so I think we did okay. And I gained 2 gold and a relic. Doofudal. Slay the Spire moment. I got Omamori and Doofudal. So Doofudal says gain a strength when you draw curse. Lose that strength at the end of the turn. But I can't gain curses. Oh, what can you do? I should put Gambling Chip here since my starter relic. What can you do? So that's a useless relic. Ooh. Oh, Slice is interesting. +1 damage if you used a shift this turn. So it's always but I can also take another Sneaky Strike. I have 2 discard cards. I think I just take another Sneaky Strike. Well, Crippling Cloud is poison and weak and AoE and exhaust. So exhaust means it's out of your deck for the rest of that combat. Poison? This is tough. Sneaky Strike has been really valuable. But I like the poison. Slice is okay, +1 if you used a shiv. I'm gonna have to double check this on the Discord, but I'm assuming. Let's see, rules questions. I'm assuming this is just +1 damage regardless of amount of shivs used. Just to be super clear on the wording, but yeah. So then it's just 2 damage for 0, which is still decent, don't get me wrong, but probably not the best. I like Crippling Cloud. Yeah, let's take Crippling Cloud. The poison damage is gonna tick. How does this upgrade actually? 2? 2 poison. Ah, now we're talking. Well, we're not upgrading it, we're healing, and let's be real, we're healing. Alright, let's go back to our next tile, which is a merchant tile. So I get to show off the merchant. So this instruction board over here flips over to be the merchant board. Ta-da! If this appears at the merchant or the courier, discard it and draw again. So we're discarding it. And we're drawing a new one. Incense burner. We cannot afford that. I have 10 gold. Oddly smooth stone is nice. Mutagen is not useful for us at all. We get to draw 3 card rewards and put them in the shop. Oh, that's Masterful Stab and Riddle with Holes. And then we get to put 3 colorless cards into the shop. Ooh, oh hello. Oh hello. Okay, Apotheosis. Your basic strikes and defense gain +1, damage and block respectively. So the rares cost 6. Blue uncommons cost 3 and gray colors commons cost 2. I have 10 gold. I kind of want Apotheosis, but I also want Oddly Smooth Stone, and I'm gonna have to choose. Because having my defense B2 is pretty good. And my strikes B2 is like, it's less useful, but it's still good. That's better than sometimes getting 2 block from Oddly Smooth Stone, probably. Master of Strategy. So I'm taking Apotheosis for 6 coins. I have 4 left? Yeah. And I can pay 3 to remove a card out of my deck. That sounds like the correct move. So I'm gonna pay 9 coins. Yeah, this always turns into a mess, but that's a board game. I'm gonna pay 9 coins to add Apotheosis to my deck and remove a strike. Oh, and this curse and this daze also gets out, but that's free. Alright, so remove a strike, put it off the side. How does this upgrade? It's probably gonna cost 1, isn't it? Yeah, okay, makes sense, makes sense. Okay, add that to my deck. That's all my gold, so I'm gonna put this away. These go to the normally these go to the bottom of the deck, but I'm not gonna get through the deck in one run, so I'm just gonna put them on to the side. So let's move on to a question mark. And draw another question mark. Transform a card, transform 2 cards. I could transform a strike in a defend, because I don't get a curse. I think if I just transform these, I would definitely transform a strike. I'd be down to also transform a defend and see what I get. Alright, let's go. We're transforming these. What do I get? I get the top 2 cards. So transform, you get the top card of the reward deck. And we get rid of these 2. So what will it be? Drum roll. Brrrra. Nice. Brrrra. Nice. I see this as an absolute win. Your shifts deal 1 more damage. I'll take it. And I don't gain a curse because of Omamori. Haha. Alright, boss fight time. We are healing up for 3. Definitely healing. Guardian is mean. Speaking of the Guardian. Oh, whoopsie daisy. How much HP do you have? 40. So, elites and bosses scale up depending on the amount of players. Sentries just summon more sentries. But here, the Guardian has 40 HP per player. I'm alone, so you know how it is. So, the Guardian has mode shift. If the Guardian doesn't have any block, it doesn't attack this turn and enters defensive mode. This is a bit of a bad wording, because at the start of its turn, it loses all block. Always. So if you take it rules as written, it would never use the 7 damage attack. However, the intention is that that only happens if the players knock away the 5 block that he gains on the turn before it. So that's what I'll use. If I don't knock the block away, I'm getting hit for a lot of damage. And let's see if we die to it. Ooh, a lot of damage already in this opening hand. Let's roll the die. Doesn't matter because there's no die rolls in this combat. He's attacking me for 2. He's attacking me for 2. So I will play Survivor. Gain 3 block or 1 energy. I will discard. So I'm playing this, and then I'm probably playing my powers. Oh yeah, I'm definitely playing my powers. So I'll just discard my strike. And then I can play Sneaky Strike for free. As long as I have to. So for Sneaky Strike, you do need to have 2 energy to spend up front, and then you gain it back. Yeah, so you need to have the 2 energy to pay up front. Otherwise, it's getting dark in here. My apologies. Otherwise, you can't use it. But I have the 2 energy, so I'm doing 4 damage. Goes to 36. And then I have 2 energy left, and I will definitely just put my powers in play. Because together, this is just 4 damage every turn. I just get 4 damage a turn now, which is really useful for his next turn. And I will end my turn, so discard your hand. We'll do that. So he says, destroy, destroy! Does 2 damage and gains 5 block. I block it all, so we're good. So it's the next turn. I draw 5. I gain 2 shivs. Yes, I've prepared. Prepared is another discard synergy. So you have some nice discard synergy. So I can play well-laid plans. Let's play prepared. Draw 1 more. Defend. Okay. I can discard that. Yeah. Okay, so I will play my well-laid plans. I will play neutralize. Do 1 damage. Let me get some block tokens. Then I will throw my shivs, which does 4 damage due to accuracy, which removes the block. And then I have energy to play 1 more strike for 1 more damage. And I will end my turn with 1 energy remaining so I can retain this defend for next turn. There is a rules thing. I want to check if shifts count as attacks. Or the... It is an attack. Each shiv is an attack. Okay. So... I'm checking why shivs are attacks because of the defensive mode has a sharp hide. After you take an attack, play an attack, you take 1 damage. Damage can be blocked. So these shivs will mean that I get hit. But, you know, we can save up shivs, so that's okay. Okay, so I retain my defend. I don't have any block, but I broke its defenses, so it will not attack, and it will enter defensive mode at the start of its next turn. Mode shift. So I'm assuming it does this now. Yes. So now it's in defensive mode. So now whenever I attack it, I take 1 damage. I can block that damage, but I will take the damage. Did I weaken it? I did weaken it. And since he didn't attack, the weak token will stay. Weak and vulnerable stays until it is used. There's no timer on it. So I'm being attacked for 1, effectively. I have Apotheosis in hand, so you know what I'm doing. I'm getting 2 shivs. That's what I'm doing. Playing Apotheosis. I have my scaling is deployed. That's 2 energy. And I will just defend this turn for 2, because I have Apotheosis. And I will retain my Survivor. And I'm not using the shivs yet, because he is in defense mode. I would rather not... Oh wait, I can throw 1. Yeah, I can throw 1 shiv at it, and I only take 1. This is 2 damage. So I can prep my 5, because the max is 5. I want to prep for the block phase again. Okay, so it does 2. We do have some scaling issues already, I can tell. I block the 1, he loses weak. I go to 3 energy, I draw 5. Good. So I'm being attacked for 4. So this is a pretty obvious turn, I think. Play Survivor. Discard a strike. Get 3 block. I could play Sneaky Strike. I should get 2 of these. I could play Sneaky Strike, but then I take 1 damage. At the end of my turn. I take 1 because he's attacking for 4. And I'm planning to weaken it. But I do think it's worth taking the 1 damage. Yeah, so I'm playing Sneaky Strike. I will lose 1 block to do 4 damage. Because I need to kill it eventually, right? So we're gonna have to take a little bit of damage. I mean, we're healed up at the end of the boss fight anyway. So I think that's worth it. And then I will play my Crippling Cloud, which will put a poison token on it. And a weak token. And I will end my turn and retain... What am I drawing? I'm drawing Acro, so I will retain this defend. Why not, right? Yeah. So I'm out of energy. I'm being attacked for 3. This goes away. I do take 1 damage. And he gains a strength. And enters back to attack mode. And it takes 1 damage from poison. Poison happens at the end of my turn. So yeah, this poison will keep ticking. I don't have ways to increase it right now, but, you know, it maybe in the future. Alright, we draw 3, we draw 5. Let's see what we can pull off here. So it's attacking for 3, which means it's now attacking for 2. With this neutralize, I get 2 shift tokens. So you see I'm on 5 right now, which is the max. So I'm going to use 2 to throw 4 damage at it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I will play Acrobatics. I'm at 3 energy. Now I'm at 2. To draw 4 and discard a defend. I will play Prepared, which is draw 1, discard 1. I will discard another defend. I will play a defend for 2 block because of Apotheosis, which means I have 1 energy left, and I use that to strike it for 2 more. And I will retain my Survivor. Yeah. Alright, and Poison does 1 more. On the start of its turn, it will attack me for 2, which I block. Block, block. And it will gain 5 block per player, which is 5, and move to its next mode shift attack. Alright, we draw 1. Yeah, there's the Sneaky Strike. Classic. I gain 2 shift tokens, and this is the turn where we're just gonna dump all shivs into it. All 5 of them. So that's 10 damage, the 5 block goes away, and we do 5 more. So it's not attacking me this turn at all. So that means I can neutralize it for 1 more damage. Put a weak on it. It's at 14 health. And I will just sneaky strike with my 3 energy. That's 6 damage in total. So it's at 8 HP. I will end my turn with Survivor in hand. Yep. I will retain this. And it will take 1 more from the poison. So it's at 7. There we go. Mode shift. I broke the block. Mode shift to defensive mode. Gain 2 shivs. Draw 5. You know the drill. It's attacking me for 3. So let's first play prepared and discard a defend. I'll play Survivor and discard a defend. 3 block. I'll throw 2 shivs at it. Which means I do 4 damage. And I lose 2 block. I can kill it. Oh, and then I play strike, which means I lose another block and it does 2 damage. And then I play defend, and I use my ninja scroll for the final 2 damage. Wapow! And we win. GG. The Guardian has been slain. Which is this one. And there you go. That's Act 1 completed. Let's get our rewards. 1, 2, 3 coins. We get a boss relic and a rare card reward. So let's... The good thing is you can choose those at the same time. So let me open the rare cards. Oh, I see after image. I'm salivating already. And 3 boss relics. Ooh, Ring of the Serpent. Orrery. Let's see. We have Orrery, which is gain 4 card rewards. That in the video game, that's a shop relic. Ring of the Serpent, start of the turn, draw a card. So in this game, it doesn't replace your starter relic, it just combos it, which is really good. And Tiny House, gain a card reward, a potion, 2 gold, upgrade a card. Probably Ring of the Serpent. And I mean, I gotta go after image. Whenever a card's effect makes you discard a card, I gain a block. I have 3 discard synergies in my deck right now. 1, 2, and the acrobatics. Where is it? 3. So that's 3 block. And I do have a lot of powers. That's one of the concerns. This deck has a lot of powers already. That is a concern. My deck is kind of slow. My deck's really slow. Storm of Steel. Discard your hand. Gain a shift for each card discarded. That's a lot of burst damage with my accuracy. Bullet time. You can't draw extra cards. Reduce the cost of all cards to your hand to 0. That's also pretty decent with Ring of the Serpent. But we do have Ring of the Serpent to draw aggro and prepared and my other synergies. So, I mean, after image probably secures my block for the rest of the run. And then I need 1 tactician, which gives you energy if you discard a card. No, it gives you energy if you discard tactician. Or is it the other one? There's one that gives you cards and one that gives you energy. I keep mixing them up. It's tactician. I'm gonna shuffle my reward deck anyway, so let's look at them real quick. This needs to be shuffled at the end of. There's the golden ticket. It's tactician. Yeah, you have tactician and reflex. Reflex is the one that draws your card. If I find tactician, this one, you know, that solves my energy. But for now, they will be shuffled back in there after we pick our rare. I mean, this is 4 damage a turn, so I just need to block, right? I really like after image. I think I'm taking after image. Does this upgrade to 0? It does. Oh, it upgrades to 0. Alright, I think that's what we're taking. Ring of the Serpent after image. Seems good to me. Alright, so we will discard this. We will put these aside. We will try to make our deck more consistent, but that will be, and so let's do end of the act cleanup. So the boss is done, we remove everything, we can just leave this here for just random garbage. I gain my, actually I'm gonna put these tokens above my board to the left, because this is where the merchant spawns. So it's slightly more easily reachable, thank you. So at the end of the act, you heal up to full. You only heal for 4 if you're playing Ascension, but this is A0. Let's see, you press the next act button. So you would prepare these 4 decks. So the event, combat, and elite decks. You would put these tokens down. They have either a white or black side. So you randomly put the white on white and black on black, and then flip everything over. Put the boot at the bottom, and finally the rewards get shuffled back into the card reward deck. One thing, the rares do not get reshuffled, so I'm probably never seeing these rares ever again this run, but that's okay. And there you go. That is Act 1 of my solo silent run of Slay the Spire the board game. I hope you enjoyed watching it, and look forward to Act 2 in the near future. The idea is to play until we die, or until we win, whichever comes first. Alright, once again, I will put a link to the Kickstarter down below, as well as the Discord where the playtesters and people are place testing. Yeah, and if you want to see more, let me know what you would like to see. If maybe I should rope in some people to co-op with us through the board game on Tabletop Sim. Of course, it will be a while before the actual board game is in my hands. That will probably take a year. So in the meantime, we have this, and yeah, thanks so much for stopping by, and have a good one. Bye-bye. This one.